its time, capacity used in connection with the permitted or accessory use of, and provided such trucks be regularly kept inside the private garage. So the violation comes from unregistered motor vehicles on the above property. The following actions need to be taken. Please provide documentation that you are attempting to obtain a title for the vehicles and have the vehicles removed from the property. This will be complete within 30 days, which has, this letter of final notice was dated May 28th. Complete within 30 days receiving this notice, or face fines or court action is set forth in the Code of the Village of Washingtonville. William Morrissey, our code enforcement, building inspector, as well as our fire inspector. Is anyone here for that property?
I spoke to a resident this morning, this afternoon.
Three times?
Yeah, 3 times. And I just drove by there on the way in, and I stopped for the last couple of days. He no longer has 2 abandoned vehicles on vehicle without plates. He has 1. One has been removed. According to our code, you can have 1 unregistered vehicle on your property. He doesn't have, he claims that he has 2 trucks, 2 commercial vehicles. I told him to measure vehicles, because our code calls for 7 foot 6 inches on the driveway. 1 other in a garage, but he doesn't have a garage that's suitable for it. He's claimed that he only has 2 trucks, and that's all I saw. He got rid of 1 trailer, he's parking somewhere else, and he says he's trying to find a location for the other trailer. There's a white trailer on property that he claims has the axles and the wheels removed, but now, for the building inspector, that's gonna come under an accessory. He uses it as a shed, so that's gonna come under accessory building as a shed. And I told him that, I said, you probably should have got a permit to, whatever, put it on piers or whatever you got it on, for that particular thing. But as far as the vehicles, I mean, it still don't look pretty, but he's got, I told him to measure the trucks, and Billy would have to go up and measure the truck. Because if they're over 7 foot 6, they can't be on the driveway, and you can't measure the cab of the truck. He was saying that the cab of the truck is not 7 foot 6, he has wood panels on the back of the truck to collect debris. I said you have to measure the highest part of the vehicle and see if it's 7.6. He says if it was over 7.6, he would remove enough. But I remember, if you remember when we passed that local law, we had some discussion with residents, and they said, you know, if there's 2 people that work outside the home, they should be allowed to have 2 commercial vehicles parked on the driveway below, under 7 foot 6 inches. So that's where we're at with that. And again, I talked to him today, that Billy would have to go. I drove by this afternoon and this evening on the way here. And there's only 1 vehicle without plates on the property right now.
Plus a truck.
Plus a trailer that's a shed, has no wheels. I think would have to have an axle and wheels to be defined as a trailer.
Right, but it's zoned residential. Okay, it's running this business area.
No, then we're gonna go to, a lot of places with that. We're talking about commercial vehicles.
Okay, so there's 2 trucks and 2 trailers.
I just said,
I know.
1 trailer.
And 1 as a shed.
No, there were 2 other trailers, 2 other black trailers. 1 he has parked somewhere else, and he was looking, he told me he was looking for a place to park the second one.
Okay.
It hasn't been successful, so. I'm just saying, it's up to us to decide what to do, if it's not in compliance.
I guess we'll have to have Billy look at the trailer slash shed and see if it's.
And that's-
Side.
That's separate, yeah, that's
It could
separate.
be with anything.
Yeah.
You know, if it could be moved somehow to the back, you know, I mean, we have a lot of businesses right now, and I think, you know, it's a landscape business. If he had a nursery back there, we would think fenced it. Simply by having a phone that nice when you take a mess in. It's 7'6", I mean, that door is probably 7 foot, so 6 inches above it.
And they have to be measured.
So I guess Billy's gotta go back out
But
there.
it seems like he's looking to do it.
It looked like, it sounded like on the phone today that he was trying to comply.
So he's,
I read him the
he's
law.
trying to work within the confines of.
I read him those sections of the code that applied to what this had to do tonight.
And he couldn't make it tonight? He said he couldn't make it
They
tonight?
don't have to come tonight, they don't have to be.
I'm just asking.
No.
Okay, and the second, 7:45, we're gonna go
Or
5
you're gonna
minutes.
have Billy come back up on this?
Yeah, Billy's gonna be here.
Measure the trucks, or-
Measure the truck.
Measure the trucks.
Look at that shirt.
So we'll wait really to have, I don't know, sit down with the owner and say, this is what we found, what can you do to, you know, not looking to make someone's life miserable. Not looking to collect a fee. We're just looking to be doing.
Yeah, we have these laws in place for a reason and other people follow them.
Yes. No, but that's what I'm saying.
Two commercial vehicles.
Yeah, it's like we don't want the $50 for parking on the street. Just want to park on the street, so we could do whatever we have to do in case there's great weather. That's why, I don't know. Maybe I'm sharing. Everyone's feelings on that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm still not going to the Zoom.
We'll be there.
Maybe I will,
We'll be there.
yeah.
We'll be there.
Not a million years.
We got 5 minutes.
I'm not sure if I could make it at 11 o'clock though. Maybe I could get there 11:40. Yeah, we could do public comment for 5 minutes, jump around. Any public comment? Go ahead, no, ladies. Job security.
So, Susan Blakeney, and I live on Clover Road. I actually live in the town of Blooming Grove. So I am kind of curious about this, you know, changing your zoning comprehensive plan. Because I come into Washingtonville all the time, right, always on 208. So, number one is, does the town of Blooming Grove have any say in your zoning practices at all? No, okay. So that's number one. And then, depending on what type of commercial resident, or commercial property goes in there, how is that discussed? Do you guys discuss if it's approved, or someone just buys the land and can build whatever they want? How does that work?
As far as the type of businesses?
Yes.
We're working on the types of businesses.
Okay, so that would be discussed amongst the board to say what was approved and all. Do you
And the
guys
me-
have?
And residents, because the meetings are open to the public.
Right, yes, as you know that. Do you guys have a current comprehensive plan, not just zoning, but a current comprehensive plan for the
The
whole
last
town?
one, to our knowledge, certainly to my knowledge, was 1995.
Okay, so is that?
It could be a little outdated.
Right, right. Is that, so, I mean, I kind of imagine that the zoning comprehensive plan would be kind of incorporated into the major comprehensive plan. So is that something that you guys are looking at? Is adjusting your just the comprehensive plan?
We are in the process of doing several zone changes within the village. One being a commercial business, one being a celebratory historic district. Looking at removal of some items within the zones, exemptions. We have a lot of the same exemptions in the one zone to the next, so that's what we're really looking at.
Okay, so mostly you're focusing on the zoning, changing the comprehensive plan and zone. Okay. And is that, how is the public, how does the public receive that information before it's finalized?
Public notice.
So that's, how do we know?
Well, the residents, it would be on
Okay.
Not to say that.
Yeah, that's fine, I understand.
You're a resident of Blooming Grove.
Right, I
Thank you
understand.
for taking your time to visit the village.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I have friends in Washingtonville, so I'm just curious
Yeah.
how will they be able to review the changes and just have a comment?
It's a
Coming.
public hearing.
Public
Yeah, it's a
hearing.
public hearing, it's announced in the Orange County Post,
Okay.
the dates of the public hearing, and we
Mhm.
would have a public hearing, and it's,
And it's noted on your website and all?
there should be, it would be on the
Mhm.
website.
We do take public comments.
And we've
Yes.
had quite a few hearings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This has been open since November.
yeah. We've had a lot of hearings on this.
In the last few months?
Yeah,
Really?
for months.
Not public
Okay.
hearings.
I haven't
Right.
seen,
Meeting.
Yeah.
okay, I haven't seen
Let's
anything
clarify that.
posted in the last few months about changes in the
But
zoning.
we had one, I believe it was in November,
Yeah.
where we,
Okay,
this,
so that's.
this room was full.
Right, okay, that was before I got involved, so I'm just, right, trying to just be aware of what's going on.
I hear
You
you.
know, I just wanna be aware, especially as, you know, we're in this town, but, I mean, you guys incorporate a lot of the town. Right. So just to keep aware.
2.5
But that's-
miles.
Excuse me?
2.5 miles.
Yeah, I know, but it seems, well, you have, yeah, a lot of stuff people come
where
to
people
visit.
come
We
to
come to
play.
visit, right? I
People
mean,
come
you have
to
a lot,
play here.
right, a lot of things going on, you know, the carnival and all your parks. So, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
7:45.
Can I just ask two quick questions?
7:45, we'll start early.
Over on the corner, where Walden Savings Bank is, when you come out of the bank, you come to the corner, you have the white line. And on the left-hand side, the overhanging bushes that are there, people have been complaining about obstructed view with traffic coming eastbound on 94. Is that part of the property, is that the house on that corner, is that their responsibility, or is it the highway department or the village, or what?
We would take a look at that. So it's on that 94?
It's, yeah, as you come out of the Walden Savings Bank, you make the right turn, you have the white line there.
Yep.
You stop, take a look at eastbound traffic, it's an obstructed view. Second thing is, on Fairway Drive here, the two trees there. I mean, I walk the dog, I'm under 6 feet, and I'm getting poked in the eye. Whose trees are those? Is that English rose, or is it the villages?
It's a good question.
Probably, yeah, because it's a private road.
It's a private road.
Yeah, so it's not us.
Could be,
It's gotta be going to
I know English roads, but Atlantis.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's
It's
all,
good.
that's all I
Okay, I'll
have.
look into them and,
That's all I have. Thank you.
okay, 7:45, 4 Congress Drive, tree matter. Violation was given out, landscaping on the premises improved with the building and structure therein shall be properly maintained. Such maintenance shall include but not limited to the trimming or removal of dead or potentially hazardous or diseased trees, shrubs, or portions thereof. One shall be kept mowed to a height not to exceed 9 inches. This provision shall not apply to premises owned by governments, schools, or religious organizations, and shall not apply to that portion of premises actively used for agricultural purposes. A tree that has died has been noted on your property and is determined to be dangerous. Per code, you are to remove said tree. Failure to comply, in addition to the enforcement procedure and remedy set forth above, any persons or entity who violates any of the provisions of this chapter or who violates or fails to comply with any order promulgated here, gonna go with that. Hereunder shall, under conviction, be guilty of violation punishable by fine not less than $50, not more than 500, or imprisonment not to exceed 15 days or both.
Buckles?
Yeah, no, that is, I got that notification, I've been talking back and forth with William about this. What happened during the winter, I guess this year, I don't know what's going on with the trees.
Just died.
That thing just died, and it took a real dip during actually the ice season when I realized it was done. So I talked to William, the inspector over here, about the tree, and I got estimates for it. Right now, I can't dish out $5,000 at this point. And a lot of these places want cash, they don't do financing or anything like that. So I was in the process of looking about taking it down, and then unfortunately, I broke both of my hands at work, so I couldn't do it. So now, this weekend, we should be taking it down. Now, my question is, landscaping, my landscaping is always done. So what do they mean by landscaping?
No, I think it's just part of the,
Okay,
That's the
all right.
definition.
It made it sound like it
Yes,
was
no.
not been taken care
no,
of.
it's just part of the code, and I'll talk to the board, because I think where it says shall not apply to premises owned by governments, that's wrong, as far as I'm concerned.
Landscaping includes such maintenance shall include, but not be limited to trim. So it's just, they're not picking on your grass.
Okay, because it said,
So it's all
I
about-
heard 9.
Yeah, no,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
my
it's part of-
landscaping's
It's
always
all
done.
about, it's all about the tree. You're
Yeah.
gonna cut the tree down yourself?
I'm gonna have to, I have no choice. I have no choice.